What if survival meant standing in the open, waiting for death to arrive from the sky?
The night is alive with gunfire. Smoke curls over the beach as young soldiers huddle behind sandbags, hearts pounding, eyes scanning the horizon. Every shadow could be the enemy. Thousands of lives hang in the balance, waiting for the ships that may never come. And then a distant flare lights the water, revealing a secret no one was prepared for. A sudden roar shakes the air. Artillery shells tear the night apart, sand exploding around their feet. Soldiers scramble for cover as chaos descends. Some scream, some fall, but every heartbeat counts. Amidst the smoke, one soldier spots a lifeboat struggling in the surf. Could it be their salvation or a trap? In the middle of chaos, one soldier moves like a shadow, helping the wounded, guiding the frightened. His uniform soaked, eyes fixed on the distant ships. He risks everything for strangers. But the enemy is relentless, and every moment spent saving others draws them closer to danger. Will courage be enough to survive? They make it to the water, waves crashing over their boots. The night is silent, eerily calm after the storm, but the fear hasn't left. Every shadow on the water could hide a deadly threat. As the lifeboat drifts, the soldiers hold their breath, hearts beating as one. And then a shape emerges from the darkness, moving faster than they could imagine. The first rays of sunlight reveal the aftermath of night's terror. Smoke lingers over the beach, wounded soldiers scattered like broken pieces of a puzzle. And then gunfire erupts again. From the dunes, unseen marksmen take aim. The men dive, roll, and crawl through sand as the enemy closes in. Will they make it to the ships before it's too late? Bullets whiz through the morning haze. Coastal artillery booms, sending sand and shrapnel flying. Soldiers duck and scramble, hearts hammering. One wrong step could be the last. And then a call comes over the radio, a message that could change the fate of everyone on the beach. But can they reach the command in time? The lifeboat rocks violently in rough waves, almost capsizing under the weight of desperation. A lone crewman steadies it, shouting over the storm, guiding the soldiers towards safety. Every splash, every shout echoes across the sea. But danger lurks beneath the waves, the silent threat moving faster than they can react. From the dunes, hidden snipers take aim. Soldiers freeze, eyes darting, every movement a gamble. Bullets tear through the air, kicking up sand, forcing to dive and roll. One soldier sees a narrow path to the ships, but can they reach it without becoming another casualty? The horizon erupts with fire. Enemy planes streak across the sky, bombs raining down on the beach. Soldiers dive, scramble, and drag the wounded to cover. Amidst the chaos, one soldier spots a group of reinforcements arriving, but can they hold the line long enough for them to reach the safety of the ships? Bullets whip past their heads as the soldiers reach a narrow strip of beach. Smoke, fire, and screams fill the air. Trapped between enemy fire and the unforgiving waves, every second counts. And then, through the haze, they spot a lifeboat signaling a chance at escape. But will it reach them before the enemy does? One soldier turns back, shielding a comrade from enemy fire. Bullets tear through the sand around him. Every heartbeat is a defiance against death. His sacrifice buys precious seconds. But will it be enough to save the others? The line between heroism and tragedy blurs in the chaos of war. The chaos of battle continues as soldiers reach the lifeboats. Waves slam against the hulls, men clutch ropes, and guns continue to roar from the shore. Every second is a race against death. And as the boat drifts away from the beach, a sudden shadow in the water sparks fear. Something lurks below. Suddenly, a dark shape emerges beneath the waves. An enemy submarine stalks their fragile lifeboat, torpedoes ready. Panic grips the soldiers as they scramble for cover, eyes searching the horizon for salvation. Every move could be their last. Can they outsmart death on the open sea? Artillery fire from the shore and torpedoes from below create a deadly corridor. The soldiers cling to life, shouting orders, rowing with everything they have. Each wave threatens to overturn their fragile lifeboat. And then a distant naval ship appears on the horizon, a beacon of hope. Can they reach it before the enemy claims them all? The sea turns violent as enemy fire closes in from all sides. Waves crash, engines sputter, and the men brace for impact. This is a final stand. No cover, no retreat, only resolve. Then the radio crackles with a desperate message. Reinforcements are closer than anyone believed. Out of the smoke and burning horizon, shapes begin to rise from the sea. At first, no one believes it. Then flags appear, Allied flags, cut into the fog like ghosts returning for the living. Exhausted soldiers whisper prayers. Some laugh, some fall to their knees. Hope crashes over them harder than the waves ever did. But the enemy sees it too and prepares one final, desperate strike. The sky erupts with thunder as naval guns open fire. Tracer rounds tear through the air, stitching light across the heavens. Enemy planes dive screaming toward the ships, bombs falling like judgment. Soldiers grip railings, praying, fighting, refusing to look away. This isn't retreat anymore, it's resistance. The outcome of everything hangs on these final seconds, until one explosion shifts the balance forever. Ropes fall, hands reach down. One by one, broken men climb toward life. Boots hit steel decks, bodies collapse, medics rush forward. Some soldiers stare silently at the sea they barely escaped. Others turn back toward the burning shore, knowing brothers were left behind. They didn't win this battle, but they survived it. And survival, today, is everything. As the engines turn and the shore fades into smoke, silence finally settles in. No cheers, no victory cries, only memory. These men will carry this night forever. The fear, the courage, the brothers who never made it back. History will call it survival, but those who lived it know the truth. Freedom was paid for here by ordinary men who refused to surrender. These stories are more than battles. They are memories written in sacrifice. Ordinary men facing impossible odds, so freedom could survive another day. If you believe their courage should never be forgotten, subscribe now for more USA war stories, real, emotional, and unforgettable. Turn on the bell and stand with the stories that shaped history before they fade into silence.